Wasn't necessarily pretty yesterday, but a gutsy performance by the Patriots defense wins you a football game. And I can't believe I am saying this, but this team is on its way to the AFC Championship in Denver on Sunday. Morning, hello. Who wants first mic time this morning?
Can I just say, who cares if it was pretty? Good morning, everybody.
Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Okay.
It was gritty. They stuck in it in the and all you heard about, I know that you were at the game, Greg, but during the broadcast, all they talked about was how dangerous this Houston Texans team is in the fourth quarter, and oh God, you've let them stick around, and it was just the hate for the Patriots is so real. We are so back because of it, and I don't care that it was ugly. They got it done.
Yeah. Not again, back-to-back weeks, not the greatest performance from Drake May overall, although when you need him, he is able to make a beautiful throw and get a beautiful catch from Boutte and able to put the points up when you need him. So you have a concern, I guess, about ball security when it comes to your quarterback, Wiggy. I don't know.
I mean, there's always a concern when it comes to ball security, whether it's Drake May holding on to the football too long or the offensive line getting cooked at times. But you're right, Courtney, going against a really good defense. And I said this before the game. It's going to come down to those quarterbacks making the throws when they needed to make the throws at critical times, because you have two really good defense. It's time to give the New England Patriots defense, especially in this playoffs, they're just due. When we start talking about, we're going to talk about Denver's defense coming up, we also need to now talk about how good New England's defense is and what they're going to do to Denver's offense. So when you look at those two areas there, you start to say Drake May got to do better with the ball security, but you still make those throws when you need to make those throws. And you're right, we are back. I was in the airport in New Orleans yesterday, and I was wearing my nor'easter gray sweatshirt at the one of them little stores in there. And this lady
Hudson News.
Yeah, exactly. And this lady was like, "You lucky I'm gonna sell this to you one time, baby, because you got that sweatshirt on, baby. I hate the Patriots." And I was like, "Well, you know why you hate us?" She said, "Man, you win all these championships and now you're back."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, it could be worse. I could be a Saints fan."
Right. I think that the Drake May on-field interview at the end with Lisa Salters, he said exactly what he should say, which is the defense bailed him out. You know, you said he makes the throw in the right time, but the only reason he had the ability to maintain a lead was that they once again, in short fields after offensive turnovers, the defense picked their offense up. And I think the Patriots have played C-plus games in the wild card of the divisional round, and neither game to me was really in doubt.
No.
And so if you're able to get to the AFC Championship, where you have not played your best football, where Drake May has been error prone, where you're sitting here, you know, I found it so oddly peaceful. Like, I remember watching Patriots games, and the Patriots weren't playing the Steelers. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were playing Shula in Montana. Like, they were winning a championship wasn't the only thing. And so it was always tense. It's like they have to win one more and then they're the best, or but this can end the argument. And now you're just watching a team where it's like, I don't care if they freaking run the ball 100 times or do, get a safety and win 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think certainly I have faith in the defense. It was I didn't have that same feeling that you did of confidence when they continued to be unable to take advantage of turnovers and get points when they put themselves in third and long over and over and over again in that game yesterday.
Yeah. But I was like Curtis, I had the confidence because of what the defense did and what you weren't able to do offensively. I just knew it was a matter of time where you were going to have to make a few plays here and there on offense. And when I was looking at the Texans offense, there was not at any point in my mind where I was like, all right, the Texans offense is going to make plays on this defense. Not at all.
No, and can I just say another thing about the broadcast? Because I'm so sick of the excuses that these Patriots haters continue to give to the opposing team. Like yesterday, the entire thing was CJ Stroud must be hurt. His hand must be hurt. He keeps looking at his hand. His hand must be hurt. That's why he's turning the ball over so many times. That's why he's having this atrocious game. Stop giving excuses to every other team that goes up against the Patriots because they're losing. Like
he had a horrible game.
Terrible game.
And I don't know how much of it has to do with not having to deal with the weather and you're playing a dome. Like I don't know.
The weather was an issue. You could tell early in the game. His first throw, he kind of he threw it off target and the guy was wide open in the flat. So the weather was definitely an issue for CJ Stroud. And I think the weather was a little bit of an issue for Drake May. But to me, it's what this defense has been able to do, man. They put pressure on you, and granted, they have to create the pressure with adding extra rushers. Unless it's Milton Williams, I feel like in Baltimore, they get a little bit of pressure from Chase on 44, but they really have done such a good job. Their secondary makes plays, and I guess I kind of am at the point now where I'm like, all right, Carlton Davis is going to have like 3 or 4 passes.
But it's funny because it is a next man up thing. Where a guy like Carlton Davis, who we've been critical of, almost the entire season, shows up big in that game yesterday.
Yeah, he was great in the Bucs Super Bowl run. Like he had a really good. He has a knack for making plays in big games.
Yeah,
and
not during the regular season. I mean, but that's okay.
Why not wait till now? But the other thing is, Rhamondre Stevenson reshapes the entire offensive approach when he's in the game. It's a different team.
Right.
When he's running effectively like that in the third and fourth quarter, seeing him with the ball, it was like, holy cow, this is what the offense should be like. We love Travion Henderson.
Right.
He's a rookie. He'll get better, but
he's the explosive guy. The other one is the actual hammer. You know what that game was won? That game was won at the 12-minute mark in the fourth quarter. The Patriots held on to the ball for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And they punted. But that, where they kept running, that was where they were able to kind of put the chokehold and win that football game.
The game.
I mean, this is witnessed by the uneducated eye. So I'll ask you and I'll ask Sean. They were having trouble, could not run the ball up the middle. Why are they continuing to attempt to run the ball up the middle in that football game?
Well, I think the reason why is because when you look at Rhamondre, that's where he is as a runner. He's not an edge guy. And no, they bounced out a few times and they made some.
That's when he bounced out is when he got that significant gain.
You know what it could be? That could be how their run game is built. They could be a team that's built on the inside run where 80% of their runs are between the tackles, where they don't run outside as much. So now you're going to try to ask them to do something that they don't do often in critical situations where they say, okay, if we keep going up the middle, sooner or later one will pop. It could be their mindset there, especially Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, and I feel like, what a great crowd. You can speak to it. Obviously, you were there. I wasn't. But it felt like you could feel it through the screen. And all that we heard forever from the Jets, the Dolphins, the fans of the Bills and the AFC East or other teams across the NFL was that you can't take credit for the Brady Belichick thing because you lucked into him at 199. Everybody was wrong about them. You get this coach, and anybody can win with those two things. Now, within 5 years, you're back to the Final Four of the NFL, and every other team you've been competing against outside of the Bills, the Dolphins and the Jets, are in more dysfunction. They're more dysfunctional now than even you were with Gerard Mayo.
Right.
Yeah.
And you sit here today, and it's like, I thought Aikman did a great job. I love Troy Aikman. He was talking about how Robert Kraft had 3 quarterbacks, Bledsoe, Brady, and now Drake May. And it's just, it is shocking that they're here, and it's not at all gimmicky. It's not even that they're playing at their best.
Yeah, the power structure has shifted in the National Football League, especially in the AFC. When you think about this, Baltimore's kind of in disarray because they just fired their coach, John Harbaugh, who we all feel like is a good coach and with Lamar Jackson. So they're kind of trying to figure out where they're going. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, and that team, you kind of don't really know what they are. The whole Patrick.
He hates it there.
He hates it there.
Yeah, he doesn't like playing there.
Right.
Kansas City is what.
I think they're in disarray.
You think they're?
I personally do. I think that team is kind of Andy Reid's words are now falling on deaf ears. So when you look at the power structure in Buffalo, hey, it's Josh Allen, but it's Sean McDermott, who's been there forever and hasn't been able to get over the hump with Josh Allen. I think when you look at the power structure in the NFL, or especially in the AFC, it's New England, and right now it could be Denver, where you go, okay, these two teams, based on their head coach and their quarterback and their play, are going to be in the mix for a long time moving forward.
Yeah. Well, Curtis brought it up. It's incredible. The New England Patriots are in the AFC Championship game, and that opened up, I believe, Scheim with them as 4.5-point favorites. Am I correct? But now up to 6.5. Is that the deal?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's correct. It opened at 4.5 and went up to 6.5. Greg.
I got to tell you, I listened to Scheim about that 49ers game.
It was a mess.
Oh. Scheim took the Niners +7, and they lost by 3.
Well, Curtis, I knew I was on the wrong side of things after talking to Costos. Costos backed it up. He's like, yeah, I don't think you're crazy at all. And then I felt like everybody started taking the 49ers, and I immediately regretted it.
Yeah.
Well, that was something. Wow. I mean, I thop the 49ers were going to give them a game, too.
Yeah, I did, too.
Especially with Sam Darnold and the oblique injury.
I did, too, until opening kickoff. I thought right up until kick, I thought it was good. Yeah, it's going to be a game.
I heard about they were talking about the Sam Darnold oblique injury, and that they shoot them up right before the game because the Toradol wears off.
The Toradol wears off after the game, 4 or 5 hours later. So yeah, you get the needle right before the game.
God. Yeah. So you're playing with a torn issue, but you just don't feel, and then it wears off, and you're in agony.
I don't know if you follow me on social media, but Ty Law shot me up right before the game yesterday here. I have zero willpower.
Right. Yeah.
Zero. So Brees wanted to go to Ty's Corvus tailgate, which is great, and throws an unbelievable party. Mm-hmm. And I said, fine, I'm going, but I am not drinking for 30 days. As soon as I get there, Ty Law, peer pressure, and I can't say no.
Not even just a shot. He wanted you to run the gauntlet.
He did want me to run the gauntlet. I didn't want to run the gauntlet. I mean, I got a job to do. I didn't want that, but and then so once I do that, forced to do a shot with Ty Law. Then I get to the suite. I have to eat all the food that they have in the suite. I mean, I'm gonna have to restart.
Right.
I'm gonna have to restart the wellness journal. I should have brought the wellness journal with me here to Gillette.
Got to rip out the first 5 or 6 pages.
It also is once the floodgate opens with a shot, you might as well just keep going.
It's a real problem, and I'm gonna have to start maybe launch another 30 days right now.
I actually have an 18-day coin for you in my car.
I appreciate it. I mean, 18 is a bit of an accomplishment for me, so I don't know, but it was an excellent day here yesterday, and those fans, you guys showed up and showed out yesterday in the weather and made an awful lot of noise, and I'm sure Mike Vrabel will join us at 8 o'clock this morning on this show here, and I'm sure he will say great things about you because you made a lot of noise yesterday, and it was important.
Can I also say when Ty was the keeper of the light, it looked like there were more people in the stadium than we've had in the past.
Yes, they moved it up. It was about 9. There was about 9 minutes to kick.
Okay.
When he launched his keeper of the light role. And
that's good.
And did a good job.
Yeah, that's really good.
Did an excellent job with. There was this rumor floating around that Post Malone was going to play halftime last night.
Bean Shooter started that. I'm sorry, not Bean. Johnny Bart started that.
Whoever
Get the right convict friend.
No. Yes, but they were both posting about it. But Johnny Bart started that rumor.
Well, I saw other people and so everybody was certain that Post Malone was going to play, and he didn't.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was awesome, and it is. I mean, this is the Patriots are back in the AFC Championship for the first time since 2019, which is just amazing to be able to say.